calm before the storm here. Another issue. So the battery of this truck has just died. More money and more time to get fixed. We have more bad news actually. Today's the day. New chicks are coming. Fresh pair of Crocs. Exciting night ahead. The first load of chicks at this farm in over a year. We'll see if they're maganda sisiu. The feeds are here. We're unloading 100 bags of feed. We're taking a break because it's raining out. It's been raining for the past like 4 days here, so it could take a while to get it all unloaded. And then we need to carry them farther down to the storage room, which will be a grind. So the thing's here, and then you gotta walk all the way down to there, which is a good hike with 50 kgs on your head. Hopefully it's done by the evening when the chicks arrive and we'll be ready to roll. Lots to do, short on time, but confident it'll get done. The maintenance people just arrived. They're going to take a closer look at the motor of the fan that's broken down there, as well as a capacitor for the feed line. Chick delivery at 5 p.m. It's now 2:07 p.m. so it's cutting it tight. We don't even have the feed unloaded yet, and two issues here that we don't need to get fixed tonight, but it would be really good to get done. Let's go check out what's going on here. It's either a capacitor or the motor itself, which is the issue. So we'll see soon. The verdict, we have more bad news actually. Motor on the fan at the far end there, broken. We have a bearing issue on that fan. Both of those things won't get fixed today. It's not needed today. You don't need a huge amount of ventilation during the brooding stage. It's supposed to be warmer in here, but we'll need to get that fixed quickly. As the chicks grow, you need to utilize more fans and use them more often. We're going down to check the feeding line now. As you can see, a lot of the equipment here is deteriorating. When you let a building like this sit for over a year, things start to decay, problems start to compound, and then when you come back to it, you have like 10 things that you need to fix. When you fix it one by one, it's not as huge of an upfront issue and an upfront cost. Over time, as it starts operating, money starts coming in, you can start repairing some of the smaller issues that aren't a huge concern right now, but the feeder lines, the fans, really important. Installing a new capacitor in the feeding line. We'll see if it works here in a second. Another issue. I really hope we can get this solved tonight. Looks like it's a motor issue here too, so this is going to require more money and more time to get fixed. But still raining. A lot. Okay, we've only unloaded 3 sacks of feed, so there's 97 sacks to go. We've just been waiting here for this rain to start so the feed doesn't get soaked. Spreading out the feed in these manual trays and all along the chick paper in anticipation for the chicks to arrive here in a couple hours. It's so heavy. Ooh. Try to give them really easy access to food when they get here. Give a nice easy or even spread of feed along the floor, and then that should be the last thing that needs to get done before the chicks arrive here. Still have some repairs trying to be done, but it's not going to stop the chicks arriving whether it gets repaired or not, so we'll see. The arms are burning. It's a free gym membership here. I'm getting excited. Here's what the brooding area looks like after it's been laid with feed. See how it is now. The smell's kind of nice actually. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it kind of smells good. It's good for the CCU that the food is easy to access as soon as they arrive, and it's nice and fresh, smells good, like a home-cooked meal for among us CCU. We have now less than 2 hours till chicks arrive. We are ready. A few things I wish were fixed, but not a deal breaker. So chicks will arrive, we'll take good care of them for sure. We ran a run through the feeding line. The main feeding bin isn't working, sucking the feed in, but you can manually put it in to that smaller pot there. Each feeding line has one of those, so you can manually dump it in. As you can see, our brooding area is only a small portion of the inside of the farm. So you want to shut off all the feeding pans except for the ones that are in the brooding area. You manually slide over this tab here, and it prevents feed from heading into these pans. Stuff like this can impact your FCR if you're not careful. Especially at the very start of the brooding stage, you want to check all feeding pans to make sure there's nothing broken, no leaks, because if feed starts spilling out everywhere, that impacts your bottom line, and we don't want that here. Oh, there we are. So the feeding line was actually twisted and misaligned with the hole on the feeder, so it was leaking out of the side. So even though we had it shut off, it was still spilling out. So you can see we've just realigned the feeding line, so the holes in the feeding line should now sit flush with the holes in the pans. A little mishap here, but you guys are getting a lot here. Like a wise man once said, everything that can go wrong will, and that's what you're seeing here tonight. Still been raining on and off. It's been a few hours, but we're finally on the last bag of feed here. Feeds are all loaded. Everybody's gone pretty much, except for the 2 farm managers and myself. So it's a bit of the calm before the storm here. We got about an hour till the chicks arrive, and then we'll be buzzing, and hopefully all goes well. We shall see. So the battery of this truck has just died. One of the million things that has gone wrong today, but we're gonna take the battery from the generator and get this out of the way so the chicks can be unloaded. The load of chicks has just arrived. We're gonna give the farm workers a bit of rest, and then we're gonna start unloading them into the farm, into the breeding area. Brooding lamps are all on. There's a lot of heat coming out of there. Day-old chicks can't regulate their body temperature, so you need to heat up the brooding area before they come. It's gonna be hot in here. We're unloading all the chicks now, and we're lining up the crates inside, then we'll unload them. So come in, take a look at what that looks like. Really hot in here. So we unload them in stacks of 3, and then there's 5 sections of the brooding area, and we'll put roughly an equal amount of chicks in each section. 21, 24, 27, 30. Day-old chicks here, looking blue from the vaccine given at the hatchery, but they're cute. Hopefully a healthy chick that will be harvested in around 30 days. Maganda sisiu. We are unloading the chicks, about 37 crates per section here, and we'll start doing that now while they're still unloading. Black one. It is hot. A lot of people get angry at how we dump them out, but this is the way to dump out a mass volume of chicks. They're okay when they drop. They're fine, as you can see. They're moving, they're healthy. It doesn't hurt the chicks to dump them out like this. If you do it one by one, we'd be here till the morning. After the chicks are unloaded, you do a walkthrough to see if there is any injured or dead on arrival so they can be taken out of the population. You need to make sure that the gates are tightly secured, otherwise chicks like this one can sneak through the cracks and try to escape here and hurt themselves too even. So you gotta, get him through, whoops, and then we'll put him back. Yeah. Okay, the last row of chicks, it's moving pretty quick. We have a good team here. Things are flying. Maganda sisiu, all is well. Gotta watch where you step here. It is easy to lose your footing and add 1 to the DOA, or the mortality. They're not heavy, but after you lift so many of them, the back gets burning. And when you're done with them, you stack the crates and take them back to the truck. It's a workout and a half. We'll leave it here for the delivery guys to sort out. Let's head in here. So after the chicks get loaded in, we put this tarp down, and that traps the heat in, and it's essentially a little incubation area. You have the brooding heaters on, you trap the heat in with the tarps, and it's nice and warm for them. You need to check that the water line is at the right height where they can reach at it, and you need to see if the nipple on it is soft enough for day-old chicks to peck at it. You increase the water pressure over time as they get stronger and bigger, but when they arrive it should be really soft and really easy for them to nip at and get water. They're like little pets almost. And soon they'll be at your local superstore. Time for some paperwork. We're going to record the DOA, the rejected tricks, and then we'll see how many have entered the brooding phase, and then we'll get sign off by the drivers from the integrator, and then hopefully we're ready for a successful harvest. We wrapped up, the chicks have been unloaded, the cuyas, hard work, ang galing trabajo, and we'll be back for day 2. See you in the next one. Like and subscribe for more content of starting and running a chicken farm in the Philippines.